The URC semi-final kicks off tomorrow afternoon and we have some cracking matchups. In the quarters, Glasgow took on Connacht. Glasgow ended up taking that game decently comfortably, although Connacht put up a good fight for the first 60 or so minutes. They take on the Bulls. The Bulls, who trounced Munster at home at Loftus, will travel now to the Scotstoun Stadium to take on Glasgow. Between the two sides, they've met plenty of times, Glasgow breaking the Bulls' heart in a previous URC final a few years ago. So who's going to win this matchup? I see, although Glasgow put in a thrilling performance at home last week, I do see the Bulls having just too much firepower in that forward pack and overcoming Glasgow at home, which is no easy task for any team. But I think if there is a team that can do it, the Bulls have that power. Moving on, we saw the Stormers taking on Cardiff last week in Cape Town, and the Stormers, although the scoreline flatters them maybe, were a bit floundery at times. They didn't quite take all their opportunities and they left a few opportunities out on the park. If they can be more clinical, they're going to need that because they're taking on Leinster, who seem to be an insane beast. Leinster absolutely thrashed the Lions. Although the Lions did look a little bit hopeless, which I don't think is a fair reflection of the season they've had, Leinster just looked absolutely clinical, and it's going to be a mammoth task because the Stormers are going to take on Leinster at the Aviva tomorrow evening. We have Glasgow v Bulls at the Scotstoun at 3:30 and later Stormers v Leinster at the Aviva at 6:30. I think these are going to be insane matchups. The biggest issue with the Stormers is that Sasha Feinberg and Gomezulu is injured, which means he's not going to be playing. Now we do have Yuri Matia, and he is a phenomenal fly half. And I think there's almost a paradox happening at the Stormers because with Sasha, we have, well, the Stormers, I say we, with Sasha, the Stormers have incredible amounts of flair, but you also sometimes think that they lose a bit of the fundamentals. With Yuri Matia, he's a bit more of a team player, and I think that although the Stormers will be a bit more clinical, you need that X factor to beat Leinster, and I just don't see that happening this weekend, unfortunately. It would have been lovely to have an all-South African final, but I do see the Bulls meeting Leinster in the final next week to redo the 2025 final from last year, and this time I think the Bulls might just have enough in the tank to get the title finally. These are my thoughts. Let me know if you guys agree, if you disagree. My final thoughts is that I think the Bulls will win by about 5 and Leinster about 10. So that is my final prediction for the semi-finals. I'm so keen for the finals. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and let me know if I've got something completely wrong. As always, have a wonderful rest of your days.